Hey everybody, it's Bust with Battles with Bust number 683. Today we'll be doing Battle with Mac. And so, welcome to the 1.0 patch. The big release of the Bazaar is here. Exciting times. Mac is here, 2 new decks, a bunch of new skins, the daily Bazaar shop and shit, all kinds of new stuff coming out with this one. Very excited, been very pleased with this. And to me, one of the big things that I really enjoy that we've been seeing out of Tempo up to this point is it's the same kind of thing that we saw with Legends of Runeterra and the balance team there, in the sense that they may not always hit everything on the mark right at the start. Right, Mac is super overtuned at the moment, but they're very quick to get things fixed, and they always make continual improvements. And so, both in terms of gameplay and non-gameplay stuff, I feel like Tempo has done a fantastic job of continually improving the game, and I don't have any reason to believe that they won't, continue to do that. And so, again, Mac is very overtuned at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if by the time this video comes out, there's a hotfix patch, and then, once we wait a week, things will get all tuned in and should hopefully be in a pretty good spot. And so, let's dive in, see what happens. And so with Mac, I should say with Vanessa, I went gold tier skill literally every single game in the previous patch. Vanessa's small items were so shitty that it never felt like it was worth chasing the small items with the enchant. But within this patch, I don't think the skills are as important with Mac because he scales so hard on his own that I've been very interested in these enchanted items. And that's a couple of things within this, right? You get 6 gold for this now. I don't believe you got that in the previous patch. And then you can also find a lot of stuff here that you'll use to just build around for the entirety of the game. And so with this, what do we got? Deadly Venom. I didn't even realize this could crit because it's not an activated ability, right? When you use an adjacent weapon, poison 1, this can be fine. I'm leaning towards the potion. 50 shield, and then the big slow is pretty decent, and then the dagger can be fine, but the crit chance on it is not good. It sucks to see deadly on 2 very non-deadly items, right? A 1 poison venom and then a 5 damage dagger, and so I think we are kind of stuck with just the shielding potion here, but I think we'll be okay. We can pick this up just fine with this. So moving on, let's jump to the medium item shop, see if we can't get something a little bit on theme or something to build towards here. I don't really like things like candles. We could look towards Nightshade. Having these transformable items in the early game is fairly strong. So that we could just convert this later and get a toxic item out of whatever comes from it. I'm leaning towards just taking the Nightshade because it also just gives us a damage source. But it doesn't really build towards potions. But I think this is fine. We'll take the Nightshade. Maybe leeches are okay as well, just in the sense that starting off without any support on a single potion doesn't strike me as very good. And so we can come in like this. The poison off of Nightshade does stack in with the bonuses on leeches. I think that'll be fine on its own. And so now, we should be able to take down the Viper. Most certainly strong enough to beat this dude up. We got the heal, we got the damages, we got the poisons. It's gonna be an easy day. Okay, good stuff. Oh, interesting. Oh, he scales on his own. Like, I was thinking, oh, it's when you heal or regenerate. It's important to... I thought it was just the regenerate line on the Nightshade. It's important to know that in this patch, lifesteal counts as healing. And so it used to not count. Now the activation of leeches does boost up Nightshade. All right, a little bit of Poison Bro turning up. I'm not entirely certain on the grand scale of Mac. I mean, I haven't had enough time to really dig in and play, but it feels like Mac either really wants to find a large item. He has a lot of super powerful large items, and so you want to find a large item kind of early and then just do your hardest to build around it, or you want to build freeze potions. And so I do see this large item shop here on day 1. I don't think you can even get large items out of it on day 1, so I'm going to skip past that. We'll go to the Lost Crate. You can't get upgrade hammers out of here anymore. It's either medium item or skill. And let's just come in and take the skill. We're not super built towards anything here at the moment. That's a nice little addition to the leeches, and then we can go to Finn's Big Bite and take the regen. All right, let's see if we can beat up on this Vanessa on day 1. So good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts on this patch. The thing that I'm most kind of interested in is I think the seasons are a little short. I feel like I've got to be in the upper echelon of time played in the game, and it feels like it took us like 3 weeks to get up to legend, and then there wasn't much time to just grind at the end. And I don't know if that just means I need to get better. It is still very early in the game, and it takes me a long time to really get good at this kind of stuff, and so maybe I just need to get better and we'll hit legend faster. But it seems like the season's just a little bit too short. And then it also, I'm not sold on the new monetization. I know that Reddit and everyone is really excited about the new scheme because you get more agency in the matter of what you're able to choose. Do I want to buy this now? Do I want to do it faster with the subscription, or do it slower with the normal play, or just wait till the end of the month? And I think that with the length of the season, you just never buy it outright. And there is this kind of symbiotic relationship with Tempo, in the sense that we have to give them money to stay open as a company. And in return, they're going to give us a product that we find fun. And if you just never buy anything, then I don't think they get to stay open as a company. I don't know how much streaming money Reynad still has in the bank, but I assume he needs to get a couple dollars back at some point in time. And I'm ultimately concerned that there was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, and now there's no real incentive to do any of that purchasing in the early day, unless you're one of like the 15 people that stream on Twitch and want to have it on day one. But at the end of the day, that my kind of thought, without getting into these things for way too long, is I think if the season is extended, it gives you more time to... It gives you more opportunity to extend the length of the event pass. And so if I kind of speculate that I'll hit deck 1 in like 3 or 4 days, and deck 2 in a little bit over a week. And so if it's a 2-month season and you can make me wait like a full month on the event pass before I unlock the second deck, then maybe I'll think about purchasing it. But as it is right now, just not going to do that. But okay, let's jump back into this. And so we can transform the Nightshade, see what we hit. It's going to put toxic on whatever it transforms into, and so let's roll those dice. That's what that's what the game's all about, huh? And interesting. We hit Mortar and Pestle. That upgrades the Lifesteal Bros, right? Your weapon to the right of it gets Lifesteal, and then he scales up your Lifesteal weapons a little bit. I'm not certain if this is really where we want to be, but it's a reasonable upgrade at this stage, I think. All right, but the thing I will say with Mac is I do really like just scaling up the hit points as fast as he can, especially since that thing that we just saw, that transform, is one of his level up abilities. And so finding yourself with more opportunities to level up like that seems very important to me. And so we were just racing the levels anyways, as it was with Vanessa, but it seems like Mac is really interested in that as well. We need to find a little bit of direction, though. We got good money. We have a good just like derp around early game. This Mortar and Pestle and this whatever you're called, leeches, will carry us for a day or two, since it beats up on a lot of red damage builds. But we need to come in and start finding something to do, like an early game build around kind of item. All right, let's go to the weapon shop. Maybe something will turn up here. And so with this stuff, Sword Cane I don't like. It just doesn't do enough. The vial launcher could be okay. We're a little bit on the potion theme with the shielded thing as it is. Letter opener I don't think we really want. Let's take the vial launcher. We're going to be a touch short of leveling up before the next round, but I think it'll be okay. And then Spider Mace can be exceptionally strong. It's very easy to get this activating infinitely, but it needs a good enchant on it, right? The damage isn't enough. It needs fiery or it needs poison on it. Otherwise, we could look at Bottled Lightning. We're getting a little bit of a potion theme together here, so that might find itself being a little bit useful. Oh, we are going to get the level up. Nice. So we can do Mountain Pass. I just take Guide the Convoy on day 2. Feels like you miss experience points too often if you don't. Now, we'll just take the bronze weapon, see if anything stacks in with it. Tasdanian Dagger. Okay. So with this, I really only want to have one weapon on board, right? We've got both left-handed, right-handed. I would prefer to have that just stacking on the one thing. This is a weapon, right? When you use a potion, deal 50. When you reload or transform a potion, it gains 10. Well, I don't think we're gonna have enough. We don't have enough ammo stuff at the moment, so we're gonna have to keep this other guy in. So maybe we just do something like this. Still scale up the leeches with the toxic mortar and pestle. Oh, this hits your lifesteal weapons, so we could use both of them. Right, so it'll hit both the launcher and the leeches. Then we'll put 2 stacks on this sleeping potion. Okay. Up against Pig. Let's fucking boom him. We're getting somewhere. We'll see if the potions bring themselves together. We've got a little bit of potion build around here, but still, this is just a good stuff build up to this point, not a real complete build around. All right, he's got a scary bird out here, right? He's got the burning bird, but he doesn't have any properties to get that multicast going. We should be fine on this round. I think he's gonna struggle to outpace the damage on our leeches, and then our poison is just starting to stack up. All right. Yeah, it feels weird, man. Maybe we could just find a double barrel along the way. That's all we need. We'll find a cannonball for some of our other potions. We'll find a double barrel, and everything will be good. Get a crow's nest out here for some of this stuff. This is how you're supposed to put Mac builds together, right? How do I find double barrel and crow's nest? Sounds legit to me. All right, so what's up next? We got the transform thing, but we don't have any reagents to go with it, so we won't. You can still transform stuff, but we don't have any combos with it. I think we'll just go to the potion shop, see if we can't find a freeze potion. Energy potion turns up, always fucking fantastic here. Crit potion is okay. There's a lot of build around for crit stuff. Noxus potion, not as interested in. Kind of considering taking it just as a way to fill out the potions, but I feel like that's a little greedy in terms of our money. It's not a real build around kind of potion. But here, the upgrade for sleeping potion's fine. I'm a little interested in rainbow potion because it freezes. I would prefer freeze potions, but something that might make the cut out here. Now we don't have any money. Let's just take the slow item. Maybe it'll be useful, maybe not. What's this? Slow items for 1 second. That's on both sides of the board, and then when you slow, haste the item to the left of this. You don't have any slow combos at the moment. And now here, I don't think we want to go to the apprentice and try and dig up one of his potions. We can beat the scout trooper. It shouldn't be a problem. I think we'll probably just switch in energy potion, though. It's only a 1 second haste at this point. That's not as exciting. Just take the extra poisons off the rainbow potion. This guy does have interesting skills, though, right? Picking up gunner is huge. Your items have the +1 max ammo. So very powerful if we land on potions with that thing. Mac has his own ability to where your potions get bonus ammo. I think it starts at silver, so it's not too challenging to find. But you know, hitting some of these Vanessa skills that affect ammo can be pretty big. So they need this leeches hit. Not certain if we can win. Oh, you fucking kidding me? I saw both his bolas and his Uzi run out of ammo, so I thought we were gonna make it, and then he fucking died. He had 30 health and 33 poison. Fucking disaster losing early like this. Alright, let's see if we can recover. Take the experience point for certain. Finn's big bite seems reasonable as well. Get some more regions going. Then what do we got here? Upgrade the bronze tier item. I'd like to come in and upgrade our energy potion. Turns out haste is still pretty good. So let's see what we can do with that.
With more time comes greater perfection.
Oh, that was a bummer though, man. At least we got the level up before the round ended. So let's see. We get both of these potions in. All right, battle. Oh, man. It's still a little hard for me to judge how strong we are or are not. Like, I know this potion launcher, it's kind of memey at the moment. It's not stacking up too much damage, just because we don't have very many potion activations. And so it's very easy to forget that that item just might not do anything. This Vanessa just got smoked. Okay. Whew, energy potions. Used to feel like such a huge win whenever you found an energy potion, and now they're so easy to come across. But here, definitely want to escort the convoy up against the Trash Town Mayor. We don't have any good items in our bag. I think we can still win this round. He's not a super powerful opponent. I think our poison scaling will end up taking him down. Yeah, this is the point. I'd like to start finding a little bit of direction in terms of what we're going to do. We've got this minor potion theme, but it's very easy to just say, like, well, the only potion I care about is energy potion. And so we'll see if we kind of push away from it. We just need a real build-around kind of item at the moment. Feels like one of the downsides to when you start the game and take that skill. You know, when you pick up a right-handed, you know that you're just going to go for a big weapon over the course of the game just to take advantage of that gold skill. And then when you don't have it, it can be a little bit challenging to find that direction. The shield upgrade. Okay, let's see if we can do something with that. What's up with this? Still don't have any reagents for the mandala. What do we got? We can hit the medium items up. Maybe something will turn up in here. What's this? Start of the day, get a reagent. When you sell one, gain regen. I'm not the hugest fan of regen, but that could still be a thing. Toxic death caps is one, or death caps is one that passes out toxic. And then I'm not the hugest fan of Aludel. Get a multicast for each adjacent potion, and reagent just doesn't really do enough. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards picking up the pan and the death caps, and then starting to pull out some of these potions.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
We gotta get some money, don't we? It's a definite thing that needs to be done. Gotta have some money for this to work. But then this feels like it might drive us a little bit more towards poison as opposed to being stuck on this route of going for potions. At least gives us something to build towards. Alright, so let's get that back in here. Your poison items gain... Use it, your poison items gain 2 poison. Okay. And then we can't beat the Flame Juggler. That guy will smoke us. We can try and beat the Blood Reef Raider. He does have some useful stuff here up in the ammo stash, right? Cannonball's good. Powder Flask is good. Lots of good stuff if we land on potions, or if we just want to use this energy potion. Or if we just want to use Crow's Nest, right? That's what the game should just devolve to. Mac's got a fucking Crow's Nest. Let's go. That's what it's all about. Alright, good round, good round. Oh, nice, we hit the ammo stash.
Closer and closer.
Okay, and then the skills, what do we got? As eyeballing the exposing toxins, especially since it seems like we're pushing towards poison. But what's this other stuff? When you slow freeze, poison, or burn, regen items gains regen for the fight. And then weapon damage, not worried about. Yeah, let's see if we end up switching ourselves more towards poison here. That sounds good. We'll just hit up the docks. We're lacking in money at this point. I'll take a tool. I'm not certain what's great with Mac at this point. Hourglass can be useful. Reduces the cooldown on adjacent items, and then we've got extract for the poison. Can look a little bit towards the eating contest, though. We've got the augmented defenses, which is nice to scale. I don't think Mac really carries any shields, though, outside of having the shielded item stuff. So let's just take the extract. Get something going with it. And then, yeah, I think we want to get the launcher out. We don't have enough... We don't have enough potions to make this worthwhile. Although, I mean, that is a fairly big stack on the energy potion at this point. Maybe it's not as bad as I was giving it credit for. Like these death caps are a little bit slow. Maybe this is okay. Should get us like 6 activations in total out of the launcher. But this is when you reload or transform a potion, it gains 10. We're not going to be doing any reloading. Okay. There you have it. Let's get him. Level 5, 2-win Vanessa. I bet we can do it. I bet we can do it. We're the best in the world. We got some kind of Hydra thing. I think the Hydra was buffed in this patch. It has like base 50 damage instead of 10, and they dropped its cooldown by 1. I believe that's accurate. Taking some big zaps. What's fucking hitting us for that damage? Oh, it's just the weird animation on the eels. Of course, he crits us right at the end. 20% crit. Might as well hit it. Okay. We're not particularly strong, so I'm not super hurt about losing, but looked like a garbage build if you ask me. Looks like a garbage build. So what do we got? We hit Obsidian on the Sifting Pans reagent. Okay. Death caps are already upgraded. Like the stuff we have on board, I'm not really interested in keeping for long. Like I don't think we'll use the mortar and pestle or the dagger. I don't think we really want to B1, B2, but we also just don't have a ton of money. Maybe these leeches are doing a little bit more carrying than I'm giving them credit for. We can keep the leeches, but then just sell the mortar and pestle if it's what it comes down to. So with this, just going to take the regen, give us a little bit of something here in the early game, and then we should be able to beat the Kyver Commando. See if we can't find Counter-Strike. He's got a lot of cooldown reduction as well. Whew, so much. When it gets to the late game, so many of these Mac battles are just being about the one that activates first. So those cooldown reductions can be quite good. Those charge activators can be quite good. I just saw we got a big crit out of here. Our leeches coming in. 9% crit, getting them at the end of the day. I appreciate that. What you got for us? Insect Wing? Okay. What's up next? Silver Tier. Could take the reagent, I guess. We can just sell them if we want, but that's not super exciting, and we've already got 2 in our bag. Let's just take the silver item, see if we spike something on theme. What's this freezing item? And then when your enemy has poison, it gets multicast. Okay. It's going to cool down on the energy potion. Make a little bit of space. So what's up next? Man, I want to go to the large item shop so bad just to try and find a large weapon to build towards, but the mountain pass was here. It's too good. Interesting with Sapphire turning up. Makes your freezes so powerful. We'll see. We just picked up 2 freeze items. Maybe that'll be something that's on the table.
Good to see ya.
So what do we got? Heal items here. That's the regeneration reagent. Oh, no, it's not. It gets a bonus when you transform stuff. We're not going to be transforming too much stuff. It doesn't seem like that. Those have really been hitting. When you use a potion, transform it into a potion. I think we're just like moving away from the potion theme. And it's like if we're going to land on freeze potions, we don't want to recycle Ben. So let's skip that. What's in here? Restorative Goop Flail. Always interesting to see these. We do have like a little bit of weapon stacking or damage stacking in the mortar and pestle. And we do have a left-handed, right-handed to immediately start this at 50 or at plus 40 damage. The cooldown on this thing is quite high though. I struggle to think that this is going to be strong. Okay, let's skip.
I hate to charge so much, but I'm saving for my next tattoo.
And up against Dooley. Just didn't hit anything out here. Sell the vial launcher to make room for a reagent, and I don't think we're going to use that. The mortar and pestle could go, but just adding in weasel pea doesn't really feel like enough. I mean, I guess there's a world to where we say add in weasel pea and sapphire, and then we have 3 freeze items at this point, right? We've got the sapphire, we've got the weasel pea, then we've got the rainbow potion as well. Maybe that's enough. The leeches still scales on its own, right? When you poison, it gets a bonus. I'm leaning towards just taking the sleep potion out and putting the hourglass in. So it'd be something like this. Cooldown on the leeches and on the energy potion. Okay. I'm not the hugest fan of moving into this freeze stuff when we don't have a lot of the big build-arounds, but this feels like our options are kind of lacking here. I haven't found anything that just says, oh, bust, could just go and do that, you know. Forgot about our toxic thing. Like, the weasel pea is just going to have permanent multicast, right? Since we have that initial poison at round start. It's kind of neat. I planned it that way. I definitely planned it that way. Yeah, we're getting smoked. Our build's falling apart. We ran out of potion stuff. These death caps are not very good. Okay. We can still turn it around. It's not like a Vanessa run to where you lose 2 and you're stuck at 7 wins. So what's up next? Spare change? No, we'll take the non-weapon items. Give me something good, game. Here's a big one. What do we got? Gain 3 regen. Doesn't sound like what we want to do. I don't hate earrings. And I think that they do work with energy potion. So maybe that could be a thing. Weasel peed's coming in as well. We got to just go for it, right? Got to. Alright, let's skip on the earrings for the moment. Oh man, we're just all in on the freeze now, huh? Got the sapphire upgrade, which isn't that big of a deal, but the frost potions coming in is. Shrinking potion's not bad either.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad.
Alright, alright. Potion stuff, huh? So what do we got in here? I feel like we just need like more stuff happening on board. Like rainbow potion can come out. We either need more activations out of our I don't think we can run around with just the potions at this point. We need more ammo stacks. Alright, let's hit up the mountain pass. Just put that mortar and pestle back in, give us an extra poison source. Stack combos with a lot of our stuff with the death caps, getting additional poison on it, and then it putting double stacks of damage onto our leeches. I think we can do okay here. We should get enough like scaling poison to where the seaweed doesn't just smoke us. Whew, okay. Seems like we're doing something. See how much Reddit complains this week about the addition of all of the freeze stuff. I'm curious to see how it goes. It's a very hated mechanic across a lot of people. What's this skill? When you fall below half health, gain a shield. Fine. It's not bad. And then upgrade a silver tier or lower. Gonna upgrade to energy potion. I think, or will we rather be upgrading frost potion at this point? It goes up to multi-items in terms of what it's copying. I think rather just activate faster. Yeah, we gotta start finding something though. Probably just Zookeeper this round. We can't beat Infernal. I don't think, like, the Foreman does have that big weapon that's good, but I don't think he has anything else. There's the various friends in here. He can do some useful stuff, I think. Get that leeches upgrade. Use a friend, poison. That's our big combo, right? The Weaselpede plus plus toxic friendship. I think that's it. All right, good collection of haste. I don't like running out of haste. I don't like it when our potions run out of stuff. Gotta find something for that.
Ah, another specimen for my collection.
Helped. Okay. So what's up next? Maybe just medium items. We got enough money here. We got plenty of room to be selling stuff out here. Just the full-on Weaselpede, huh? Diamond Weaselpede out the gates. Hi, dude. Welcome to the team, I guess. Wasn't on my radar of what was going to happen today, but I guess that's what it's going to be. I don't really have too much money left now. All right, let's just stop it there. Ooh, poison items? We can sell big into this if we need to, or if we can, if the opportunity arises. I don't think floor spikes is where we want to be. We're trying to freeze the opponent. Caltrops isn't going to do it. What's this? If you have no weapons, get multicast. Sure. It's double poison. Noxus potion, whatever. Yeah, we're kind of lacking the funds to roll through this. We can sell some of this stuff, like Sifting Pan, Hourglass could go. Shielded Sleeping Potion, not super important at this stage. To get us up to like 6 gold on the roll. Yeah, I probably can't afford it. Alright, see what we can do.
I have faced 82
A little worried. A little worried.
people are a pattern.
I may be young for a
It's like we're starting to get
but I've
somewhere, though.
seen my share
Our
of
opponent's
stories.
got to be scared of this Diamond Weaselpede, right? Just dropping 4-second slows. Gotta be scared. Pretty long time. Our haste is about to run out, though. Hopefully that poison stack we've got early is going to be enough to carry us through this one. Got him.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Woo! Big time. Big time. God, what is that? that's Paul Rudd and that's Paul Rudd and I Love You, Man. I'll occasionally try and drop an accent on the wife. I've got this sweet mountain person accent that I know you all love, but I'll occasionally drop the way I typically have to do it is I'll use the wrong country, and so that I get that British people and Australians aren't the same thing. But I'll try to do a little bit of a British accent, but just say throw another shrimp on the Barbie at the same time, and then usually start babbling nonsense about lifts and bangers and mash and cues and stuff, and it's a real hodgepodge, and I guess that she just puts up with it, you know. She says, Bust is just doing a bit out here. Let's just let it ride and not make any comments, and and then it'll just end eventually. But I love that the big time. It's when Paul Rudd is trying to he's trying to do, I think he's trying to do his Jamaican accent. Oh, he's talking about slapping onto bass. That's where it comes from. He slaps on the bass, right? He slaps on the bass, mon. He holds his bass way up here when he's slapping onto bass. And then he just starts going big time, slap onto bass. And Rashida Jones has about the same reaction as my wife does, which is let's just make this end. Let's get this over with as fast as we can.
Burns hotter, melting away
All right, though. So what are we going to do? Don't have a ton of money, so we took the regen. Now we're going to take the gold skills. Maybe we'll get something to build around. Poison thing, I guess. I don't really want to roll. It's about as good as it gets. It's like if we're switching into like freeze stuff, the poison's not going to matter for that long. Maybe we would take a roll and see if we can't hit. Burn thing. When you use a large item, heal. Not exciting. And then when you use a non-weapon item, charge a weapon. Probably make that work. If we're going in freeze, we probably land on some kind of big item, right? Let's hit up the dig site. Maybe we'll roll into something. When you buy a property, get a bees. Can we ever make bees work with this? We don't have any scaling for it. Marbles can be quite strong with Mac. This is a very fast-acting, slow thing, and he has a lot of slow combos, but we're nowhere near that. Let's take a roll, see if we can't spike something here, or at least make a little bit of money. Fiery Bottled Lightning. Double burn up to 3s. Not that exciting. Does this always have 100% crit? That must be new in this patch, right? They dropped its damage, but gave it 100% crit? Interesting. What about double whammy? We're not going to have the... Not going to have the health for it. The freeze thing, though, right? When you use a friend or the core, charge it. We don't have a core. We do have some friends. But we're realistically just going to have the Weaselpede. We'll just take it for the 8 gold.
That belongs in a museum. But I guess you can keep it.
Alright, so what's up next? Can we beat the Corsair? He's going to be dropping a lot of burn damage on us. I don't think we really want anything out of these other fights. So is it worth the risk to fail on 2 experience points if we lose? We do have a bit of sustain in the leeches, but I ultimately worry that we're just going to take too much burn. We'll fight the Sergeant Suds and just be sad about it. I guess he does have some decent stuff, right? What's this? Oh, just a new image on Clean Storefront. Rivet Gun is the powerful one. When you use an item, charge the item to the left. Alright, our haste is running out. Did get that nice poison chunk on there. Oh, our board is so bad though. We gotta find something. We gotta find something. Just like freeze claws or something that lets us get these shitty items off the board. Alright. Clean Storefront, whatever. So what's up next? Jump into the items. We're gonna hit. This is gonna be good, I can tell. When you freeze, this gains 4 burn, and then the first time you fall below half health each fight, freeze all enemy items. Okay, we can work with that. So let's do this. Let's take the Frozen Flame. We're going to have to make some space. We're not going to use the Sifting Pan anymore. Let's just get rid of that thing. Frozen Flame comes in, and then I'm leaning towards getting rid of both Leeches and the Mortar and Pestle. Probably getting a little aggressive on ourselves here. Let's just slow it down a hot second. But I was wanting to put the dagger in and upgrade it. Keep these hastes going. And then, as I say, we don't really need the death caps if this is going to be the case. But adding in these like one pip potions doesn't sound that good. So we'll see what comes up out of this. We can take a roll. We got some stuff to sell just in case. What's this? Regen, reagent, poison thing, burn thing. Alright, I think I'm good with just the Frozen Flame being our burn thing. When you freeze, it gains 4 burn. Then when you fall below half health, freeze everything for 2 seconds. Okay. So yeah, leeches aren't going to be that good now that we don't have any poison on board. Haste, slow, and cooldown. Maybe that'll tie in. I don't hate earrings, right? Get a bunch of charges whenever we activate the energy potion. At least gives us something to put on board as well. Then what are you? When you slow, gain a bonus. We don't have any slow stuff. Alright, what's up next page? Give us something cool. Another. Well, we just sold an hourglass. Not that interested. What's this? Haste your lifesteal weapons 2 seconds, and then 2 of your weapons gain lifesteal. I don't think that's what we're looking for. I'm going to take the incense just to make sure we have something to put on board. Not really amped about it, but I think we're a little bit stronger than we were in the last round. Again, like we have the lash out, so at the round start poison, that's at least going to give us the poison that the Weaselpede needs for multicast. And then hopefully that combos well enough with the Frozen Flame to just pop off here.
Why must we do this? Death laughs at us both.
Alright. Definitely feels like we improved that round. It's like a big red damage dually coming at us. No idea what the new items are out of the set for him. Literally zero idea. What do we got? Our freezes are starting to roll in. That Uzi's really popping off. But regen at least gets a chance to work with all of these freezes happening. We got him. Fuck off, Dooley. You gotta start talking trash. Start talking trash late. Wait till you get the victory before you start talking trash. It's the way the pros do it. Alright, so what's up next? A little interested in Curio. I would love to hit the haste bonus for our energy potion. Otherwise, fairly shitty sight. What's this, crit? Okay, maybe we'll take the crit. Not certain if you can crit Frozen Flame. Looks like you can. And a burn thing. Definitely want to take burn thing.
Sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Just start the scaling. I don't think we're in the market for something like Icicle. It's a very long slow though, or a very long freeze. Maybe we'll take it. I don't know if I guess there is some stuff, right? When you look at Vanessa, we talked about the importance of Clamera in the sense that when you get to the late game, so much of the late game is about just doing your stuff faster than your opponent can do their stuff. So the first to activate wins. And the Clamera activating immediately did two things, right? It put the slows on your opponent's board, so you got to activate before them. And then it also kicked off your skills that say, like, when you use an item, do X. And I don't know how much of that stuff applies to Mac, but if we do run across one of those items or one of those skills that says, like, you know, when you use an item, haste 2 items or whatever that stuff boils down to, or that stuff that, like, when you freeze, haste your stuff, like having access to this instant round start thing might be decent. And so I think we're okay to add that into the mix. Do we want to juice up the Frozen Flame a little bit? Probably doesn't hurt. Sell these death caps. We're never using that.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
We want to roll? Let's do it. It's 4 gold if Rocket Boots turns up. Looks like it's not here. Okay.
With enough power.
What do we got? Here's that reagent transform thing I was talking about. One of his level up skills. We've kind of pushed away from that, and I think we just sold all of our reagents anyways. So not a big deal here. We'll just take the item. Runic potion, sure. What's up next? Lacking in the money. We'll just take the burn. +3 burn, big number. Big time with the big numbers. All right, let's get him. Dr. Vortex it is. Whew. Wish our haste energy potion activated faster. It's the only problem at the moment, I think. Look at all that freeze. That's always feels good, right? Just saying you're not allowed to participate today. You don't get to play the game with us. And cog. Okay. So what's up next? Again, not a ton of money at this point. The cafe kind of limited to just giving us the health bonus. I guess that's okay. I'm not certain what medium items we'd want to hit at this point. I'm not familiar enough with Max Kit. Take the health, that's fine. I think we just need time, right? We kind of need to survive some of these rounds. Now, do we want to put the cog in? Like, I'm not really interested in incense, so maybe we put the cog in and then just put guaranteed hastes on the Frozen Flame? Or would we put the guaranteed hastes on the Weaselpede? Probably care more about the Weaselpede, right? Shutting down the 2 items for 4 seconds, it's a pretty big deal.
When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
I dig it. I think it's okay. Looks like he's got a bit of heal in here, though, so he can take that poison off of us at some point, but it just takes a while to do. Can't activate if he's frozen, and so little bit of womp womp there. Can't activate if you're frozen. Nice. Get wrecked, Dooley. Get wrecked.
Another step forward.
What do we got here? What's this shit? Enchant an item with shield. That's probably worthwhile to put on the frozen flame. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, yeah, so it should be good here, right? And so the frozen flame shield equal to 10 times this item's burn. And so if it's at 100 burn, it's going to be healing 1,000 shield. I think that's definitely a powerful way to go. Also has nice scaling on the level up bonuses. When you freeze, it gains 4, 8, 12 in terms of level ups, and so excited for that, I think. Make sure energy potion's not crazy though. I'd had a potion, or I had a run a few runs ago, and I put slow heavy on it. Right, heavy is a very big deal on the energy potion. Slow all enemy items for 2 seconds. Look at that. Icy does the same thing. It hits all enemy items. Kind of shitty with shielded, right? Only shields 40, but those are very big with heavy and icy. All right, so yeah, frozen flame should be good enough here. Just a big set of shields coming in. Buy us more time to get those W's. All right, so what do we got here? Jump into these items.
Come on in.
Jump into these bangers and mash. Toss another shrimp on the Barbie. Fucking see how it goes. It's all about. I'm very cultured out here. So what do we got with this? Shrinking potion, not quite it. We're done with potions. We just want freeze stuff from here on out. What's this? Heavy stuff. Transform into a random small item you have. It's a little interesting with Quicksilver. I guess like we have some misses, like transforming into the dagger is not that great. I'm just like thinking of transforming into Sapphire and getting even longer freezes, but it's a bit high rolly for my tastes. Moving on, lots of options for. We just rolled into level 10 and didn't get our level up yet. It comes. Like I think you just have to move forward 1 or something, and it'll fix it. No, we got it at the last day, didn't we? Yeah, we got it on the last day. I guess we can go to Curio again. See if we get the rocket boots.
Relax.
Don't see him out the gates. Crit thing is fine. Cooldown is fine.
Hard to clean up the bazaar.
Not poisoning, not healing. Take that roll. Here's a Shadow Cloak, which is a little interesting, but I think we can live without it. Let's get past this stuff. Alright, what's up next? Onto the Enclave Revenant. Sure. We got crit onto this thing. Cooldown onto the energy potion. Let's do it. Not doing any poison stuff anymore. A bit of a bummer, but there weren't any other good fights out there. Might as well get the good experience points. Got those shields stacking in though. It's not that big on this round since he's a poison-based opponent, but it definitely won't be useless. I was worried about getting poisoned out of this. I was like, why are we not dying? It's because we keep getting those bonus healths off of the earrings. All right, cool. What do we got? Emerald. All right, next day. No reagents, no candy stashes. We can look at the weapons again. Like there's some freeze style of weapons. What's this? Staff of the Moose. The first time you fall below half health, you take no damage for 1 second and gain regen. Interesting, but not anything like we're trying to do. Here's the weapon, right? Deal 50 damage and freezes 3 items. Not opposed to say taking out the earrings, taking out the cog. I'd love to be in a spot to where we can take out the dagger as well, but I don't think we'll ever get there. Let's see. Let's sell some stuff and get this going. Frost potion we'll keep. I don't think we're ever going to use it. Rainbow potions we won't use. Those can all go. Forgot selling small items boosts up the shields. Viper Cane's ridiculous, isn't it? Your poison items have poison equal to 10% of its damage. We don't have the scaling for it or anything.
My weapon, I fight alongside
And so we got that. I'm just not certain if we're going to be able to really fit it in here. That's what she said. And so let's see. Crit skills, slow skills, max skills. I'm not really familiar with what the max skills are. Stocked is the ammo thing we were talking about. Maybe that gets us to the point to where we can take the dagger out. Then maybe we take out the dagger and the cog and put in the weapon. Don't hate it. Not doing slow stuff. When you slow freeze, poison, or burn, a regen item gains it. I don't want the items gaining it. So yeah, let's do this. We'll take stocked. Gonna look to take the dagger out. Take cog out. Get this weapon back in. It's another big damage source here. Looks good to me. Now we're out of money. Take the burn item. That's bottled lightning. We were looking at that earlier and it had 100% crit, right? Yeah, it's got 100% crit on this one as well. Just must have been an update I haven't seen. Cool. Up against Vanessa. Freeze 3 items for 2 seconds. Man, that's such a long freeze. I dig it. Icy as shit out here. Icy as shit. Just like Australia, mate. Is the bottom of Australia cold? It's got to be, right? Like the top part of Australia is where Sydney is, and that's the hot part. And then the left part where the desert is where all the spiders are, right? And then is the bottom part where you get close to Antarctica. It's got to be cold, right? I'm pretty certain that's accurate. I'm pretty certain. You heard it here first. Head down to the cold part of it, the cold part of Australia. If you've never been there, I'm sure it's enjoyable. All right, nice round. We started slipping in there, but our health shot up and the shields were big. How much did we shield for this round as we are babbling about Australia? 3,600 shields. Okay. Toss that shrimp on your Barbie, bro. All right, so what's up next? Probably just look at the. Well, we don't have a. Just don't have a ton of money. Guess we'll take the small weapon. I don't think we'll ever use it. More bottled lightnings. What's up next? Curio? I'm so interested in finding these rocket boots. So what do we got? Garbage. Looking like garbage. Garbage across the board. Take the cooldown reduction. Don't have the money to be taking those like micro updates. The +3 style of thing. Just don't have the money for that. Alright, so that's fine. Void Golem, no. We might actually be able to beat the Void Golem. We aren't activating super fast. And then we get the shields to fight through the Caltrops. But I'm a little interested in the Trash Titan. I think he has some decent stuff in here. I know the skill is good in Juggler. But I think some of this other stuff is useful. Well, no, it's very poison heavy. It changed Catalyst. It used to use left item, haste right item. Bunch of poison shit. So yeah, it's pretty much just Juggler here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to beat... Caltrops. Seems like it's on the table. We're not, again, like not super fast activating. We get a lot of shields out of the Frozen Flame. Some dum-dum. Alright, whatever. This game's bullshit. This game's bullshit. Let's go to these small items. Upgrade to Frost Potion, sure. And like, I don't know. Like maybe there's a world where we get to fit this into the build. It's just I don't want to put it in with only 2 pips of activation. But it'll ideally be our replacement for earrings. Nothing here. Okay. What's up next? Transform. Start taking loot items. Maybe we'll hit big cooldown reductions. Missed. Loot item again. Big cooldown reductions. Either 6% to everything or 9 to 1. I'll take the 6 to everything on this. Gold on both. Alright, let's spend this stuff. Cooldown reduction, scrap. Cooldown onto energy potion. Sell some of these things we'll never use. Get those micro upgrades onto the Frozen Flame. Alright. Off we go.
I will fight you, but only so that I can study you.
What do we got here? The depth charge is coming in. It's got a lot of upgraded items out here. We're definitely getting the first crack on this. Keeping the depth charge frozen is such a huge problem for him. Like, he has to get the depth charge activating to make his build work. And we're just kind of saying, LOL, no thanks. Right? So, good stuff. Good stuff. He didn't even get to activate the depth charge. Good stuff. All right, now we're rolling in the dollars. We'll just pick up the small items where we can. What is this? Infinity potion? Gain regen. Not super interested. We don't have any combos for the reload. What's up next? Not really interested in the dagger at this point. I don't think we'll ever shrinking potion. Like the potions I'd be interested in is like vitality potion is bonkers good. That's the one that heals 50% of your health at gold, 100% at diamond. I don't think we need the active damage ones though. But there's so many other things I'd rather use than shrinking potion. Like we have the frost potion we're not even using at this point. I think it's okay to skip past that. Alright, up next, Soul Ring. Do regen stuff, not interested. I am a little interested in burn stuff, but it needs to kind of combo in with the frozen flame. Don't think it's quite here. Now what's this? Charge adjacent items 1 second, and then if you have the same amount of items on both sides of this, charge all other items instead. That seems pretty fucking good. It seems like you need to be in like a crook build to really make this work, or you have to be doing a lot of work to get there. I don't think we'll get to activate that this game. Potion shit, poison shit. Alright, next round.
From a negative
What's up next? Octopus? Pretty certain we can win this one. Scale's interesting, just getting the massive charges on all of your items. Alright, yeah, it seems like this will be an easy round. This burn will start to stack up. Feels like we should have more... Seems like the burn is stacking pretty slow. I guess our frozen flame is only silver at this point. We really need to get the upgrades on it. Like it's certainly good in the mid game, but it's not really a silver tier build around that you want to carry in on day 11, day 12.
I can hear my sister's laughter.
Okay, so there's that. What's up here? Sells skill upgrades? Sure. With that potion belt? Absolutely. Do we feel good about taking out the earrings and putting in frost potion now? It's got 3 activations on it, 2 items for 2 seconds. Okay. It's so tough to judge how much health you're gaining. Like, I guess we could go back and look at the health gain, but it seems tough to see. But here, definitely in win now mode. We got two rounds to go. Take that shield bonus. Hopefully that's enough for us to beat Vanessa here. One can dream, one can hope. She's got a shitload of health. 7,300 health. Jesus Christ. And an icy crow's nest out here as well. I don't know if we're supposed to be scared of that. Probably are. Landed on our haste potion every time. That's kind of fucking annoying. But she didn't really accomplish anything out of all of that. She did get a ton of burn on us, though. Maybe that is going to be enough. We went to half health, froze her whole board. Getting our other set of activations in. Big 1k coming in on the claw, finishing the day off. Okay. I don't know. That's tough. The crow's nest must freeze small items, right? When you crit with a weapon, freeze one small item for 2 seconds. That's why it was hitting the... not necessarily hitting only the energy potion over and over, but it's one of our few options that he had.
Well, howdy, hero.
I keep looking for those rocket boots. What do we got? Crit thing we'll take.
Cat's been sitting there
I thought that was another crit thing. It wasn't. Cinders, I guess we might as well take. Not interested in the damage stuff. Let's get past that. Slow, bro. I do love me the slow upgrade, but it's not what we're doing today. Icicle upgrade we'll take.
Clean up the bazaar.
That looks like the end of it. And 3 Curio, 0 rocket boots. Kind of a bummer. I'm going to pass on the portal. I think our build is good enough here. We'll just search for upgrades. Or if there's a different, like, freeze item I'm not familiar with, maybe it'll turn up. Now, I have built around Vat of Acid. I'll take a moment to stop and talk about this. It's a fucking bonkers item. I was expecting this to be hotfixed immediately. It's number one, super overpowered. Number two, it's super bugged. And so Vat of Acid, it functions kind of like Beast of Burden, to where when you sell an item, it gains that item's types. Now, the other big combo with this is going to be Cauldron. Cauldron burns, and it does poison equal to the types of your items on board, and so they combo together, both having all of these type things. But what it seems to do is it does like burn triple to your opponent's poison. Something seems like super fucked up with how the burn actually works. It's never the amount of poison your opponent has. It's always a number that's quite a bit higher. And it really gets fucked up with like keeping the proper numbers between rounds. Like, you will go into a round and then the burn just won't work. And so what I found you had to do with this thing is you get to an hour to where you're about to be in a fight, you exit to the main menu, come back, and then you do the fight, and it works normally. It's annoying to have to do, but that seemed to fix all of the problems for me, just exiting the main menu and coming back. And then there's some like really big options with this, right? There's an item, I believe it's called Laboratory, to where all of your relics get charged. It has a super low cooldown and charges all of your relics, so it charges both this thing and it charges the Cauldron. And then there were some other combos with like tools and stuff. I put a picture of it up on the FTP Bust website, and it's very, very powerful. But we're not doing anything with that today. It's too far off for our build. All right, what's up next? Volcast Enforcer, sure. Does he give us any frosty stuff we want? Our Frost Potion is too high, our Icicles are too low, so we can kind of combo hit some of this other stuff. Stopwatch is, I guess, interesting, and then the first 3 times you shield, freeze an item. Yeah, there's some decent stuff you can do. We might actually lose this round. I get excited about this freeze round, and then I forget that our freezes also charge his Icebreaker. And so you can definitely lose on this one. It seems like we're doing okay, though. Got a fuckload of freeze on him, or a fuckload of burn on him. It's not taking the damage in. Finally got there at the end of the day. How does this guy even heal? When any item gains freeze, shield 75, I guess that'll do it, huh? Because he got the stopwatch. Okay. That's gotta just be, gotta be better than the Frost Potion, right? But what do we got? At the start of the day, get a random potion? No. Your weapons have damage equal to regen? No. When you burn freeze, it's not bad, but I'd rather have a better diamond skill. I'll roll the dice for something bigger. Burn onto Frozen Flame, not quite necessary. 20% crit on the Ice Claw is a little interesting, but well, it's like as you get to these late stages of the game, 30 regen isn't that big of a deal, right? It's like I'm kind of stopping to envision. It's like if we use Stopwatch, we get that full 2 seconds of freeze on everything. If we have our half health thing, wherever that went, freezing all enemy items for 3 seconds, like freezing everything for 3 seconds with 30 regen is only 90 health, right? It's not a ton of health. Let's just try and high roll on the Ice Claw and put the big crit onto it. So I think that's fine. Running out of money, we'll take the regen here. So wild as well. You got a diamond tier skill and 30 regen, or you just go to one node and immediately pick up half of that, 14 for nothing. But beautiful, beautiful. Frozen Flame turns up in the large item shop. Let's see what we can do. Put crit on Frozen Flame. We need to get up to 24. Are we even close? Yeah, we got there. Okay. A smarter man would have stopped to do the math there first, but no one's ever accused me of being the smarter man, so I guess that's okay. All right, the Frozen Flame coming up to Mac here at the end of the day. I think we do want the stopwatch instead of the Frost Potion. Just if we get to put burn onto the opponent, freeze everything, then the burn is still ticking down. And so I think that's relevant, and it's just going to super scale both the Ice Claw and the Frozen Flame. All right, both level 14, both shooting for win number 10. Let's see which of these Max gets to go home happy.
I have faced 82 foes exactly like you. People are a
See, guys, got a weapon? Uh-oh. I don't know what to see. He's got Juggler, so when he uses a small item, he activates a large item. It's kind of scary. Our haste potion went off before his haste potion. We started to get some freezes in. I don't know if his stuff is like just super obnoxious and is going to get a huge KO on us, or it's too early for me to get a feel for how these rounds should be going. Seems like our burn's starting to do the work. Got him. GG. Well played. Huge victory for Old Bust. Feels good, man. Feels good. Get me a banger and a mash. Toss that shrimp on the Barbie. We're out here big timing, bro. Getting those victories with ease. And so, good stuff. We could pull this up, talk about it a little bit more. And so, I'm still getting the flavor for Mac. I feel like as far as we go at this state, again, like I still need to kind of come in and learn what all of the items do and figure out how to go from there. But to me, you have kind of a couple of paths as you go down with Mac, and that either involves A, getting stacked up with the Frost Potion, Haste Potion early, or B, finding a large item and building around it. So many of his large items are just so super, super strong. There's like the Frozen Flame you pick up and say, cool, I'm going to go freeze. You can pick up things like Poppy Field. You can pick up Vat of Acid. You can pick up like Laboratory. Like he has so many really powerful big items. That's why I wanted to go enchanted item early, is it doesn't necessarily facilitate building around towards an end game. It just makes you strong early and gives you time to figure out what that build is going to look like, to where in our olden days of Vanessa from 2 days ago, we would just go for the gold skill every time and say, okay, I found right-handed, I'm going red damage, or I found burn, I'm going for either a depth charge or a powder keg, or I found poison, I'm going to go for a poison build, right? You just got that item locked in early and ran with it. But with this, I feel like it's more about getting to that mid game, finding one of these really powerful large items, and then building around that large item that you know can hard carry you through the end of the game. Now, will this strategy still be relevant if we get like a hotfix patch yesterday as the video is released, or today as the video is released? Maybe not. But I think at the current state of the game right now, that's a very good way to approach Mac, is saying, okay, get to the mid game, and then when I get to the mid game, find my build around item and then build around that. You don't necessarily have to have it from the start of the game. Otherwise, I do think it's very relevant to just do your stuff faster than your opponent does it. That's why in that last battle I went, ooh, our haste potion activated before his haste potion, right? Because we were able to get all of our items churning up and running before his items got to get up and running, and then that got us activating before he activated. We were able to get the shutdowns with the freeze and get the big win there at the end of the day. And so, good stuff. I had fun with that. Hope you did too, because that is going to do it for us today. So hope everyone enjoyed the video. Hope you maybe learned a thing or two along the way, and you had a good time watching. This is Bust and Weed. Thank you for being here.